Education is a social process. Education is growth. Education is not preparation for life, but is life itself, by John Dewey. With this idea, I believe that teaching ignites personal growth and allows one to enhance their learning experiences. And lastly, become a lifelong learner. My name is Amna Mahmood, and throughout this video, I will guide you how my teaching vision has changed and what my future goals will look like. My teaching vision has always been to be more inclusive and passionate towards my students by learning the unlearned. By navigating through my Wix website, I will explain why I have added or changed my teaching vision, but first, I would like to explain how my teaching vision had started. My vision strives to be more inclusive, and this was visioned when I stepped into the BEd program 16 months ago through the weekly lessons, observations, and my practicums. I was taught to get to know your students, which will lead into positive classroom management and creating a hospitable environment for all students. My vision now is still striving to be more inclusive and passionate, but as the weeks had progressed, I had learned something new every day that has enriched and added on to my vision. In week 3 of Foundations 3, we were asked to look at the differences between UDL and DI, where I made a deeper connection to what the main difference was between them. I aim to make my classroom more accessible for all and make sure that my planning is suitable for every learner and various learners. My vision has grown to be more aware of who I teach and be able to understand where my students are coming from. At the end, it all comes down to knowing your students. In week 4 of Foundations 3, my vision as a whole was enhanced because, as you can see here, it touches base upon the TRC, calls to action, and it shows how important it is to teach students about the Indigenous knowledge so that no student is left behind, therefore being more inclusive. This is really important because as future educators, we have a sacred responsibility to ensure that all children, regardless of their heritage, are able to think freely, feel safe, and welcomed. As you can see under my personal statements, I have written a letter to my future self to remind me this part of my vision and how vital it is for the students' education. Upon looking at my vision, I have set 3 goals for myself in my first year of teaching. My first goal is knowing my students, and I feel like this is the most important step of any educator's career. I say that because the better you get to know your students, the better the relationship you have with them. My second goal is to achieve excellent classroom management. And this is a big goal, however, by following Garrett's model of classroom management, I can achieve my goal successfully. And lastly, having parental involvement. This is very vital in the child's learning experiences so that they can see how the child is progressing through the school years. Overall, my journey for this BEd program has enriched and enlightened my inner passion for teaching, and I have become a lifelong learner and an educator where I believe that the change is the end result of all true learning. Thank you.